on here, but I thought I'd do something a little different this Tuesday and just give you guys a chance to meet me. There's been a lot of new people who have joined our channel recently, and so I wanted to kind of just do a little meet living young country girl and see who I am. So I have sawdust in my hair from taking care of the animals. That's pretty much my life. So my name is Rebecca, and I have been with YouTube for about 3 years, I think. And I originally started this channel because I had so many of my friends and family, I think, just get tired of me talking about essential oils. But when I started using them, honestly, I didn't even think they were gonna work. I was kind of like just really hoping and praying they would work, but I wasn't sure if they actually would work. And so when they did, I was just like blown away. And so I started telling everybody about them, and I was just like, oh my gosh, these things are amazing. And I never thought I was actually going to do the business part of it. I just loved that they were helping my family. And so that's kind of what made me start my YouTube channel, was because I was so excited about them. And I am married to the most wonderful, in my opinion, guy ever. He's perfect for me. And we have 2 kids. My daughter is 10 and our son is 8. And we live out in the country. We originally came from Southern California, and because of some really crazy things that God had planned, we ended up moving. And it was quite a switch from being a Southern California girl, going to the beach, going to the mall, doing all those typical things, to coming out here in the country, in the desert, in a dry, arid area. But you know what? God knew what he was doing, and when he brought us here, because after a year of crying and pretty much being miserable because I thought I was in the worst place in the world, I ended up loving it, and we decided to sell our house in California and make this our permanent home, at least for the time being, for this season. And so that is why, you know, like living out in the country, we homeschool our kids. And I didn't have a bunch of people to talk to about the essential oils. And so, like I said, my family and friends, I think, were just like, okay, all she ever talks about is, hi, nice to see you. Hi from Virginia, Jackie. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're on here. So yeah, I think my friends and family were just tired of it. So I said, you know what? I love sharing about it. I'm just going to start a YouTube channel because I can talk to people and share how awesome they are. And not drive my family and friends crazy anymore. So I started the YouTube channel originally just to, you know, start talking about the oils and kind of to like share our journey, because it is quite different coming from Southern California to where we are in this dry desert out in the country. You know, we used to live on a postage stamp lot, and now we have 4 acres, and, you know, we had dogs and cats back there, but now it's like we've added our chickens and horses and, you know, really gotten back to, kind of like the way I think it should be. Just, you know, just really enjoying living off, we don't live off the land, but you know what I mean? Just being able to connect with nature. We used to go to Starbucks every single day, get dressed up, go get our Starbucks, hang out at the mall, go to the beach. And it was just what we thought was normal until you separate yourself from that. And then you're just like, whoa, that's what we did every day. Our daughter, from the time she was little, would want to head out the door every day because she just knew that's what we did. So I just wanted to share that adventure with, you know, people and just let them know, you know, just kind of our adventure and how we'd gone from that. I know my friends from back in California were just like, you're a country girl now? Like, you have cowboy boots, not flip-flops? And I'm like, I have both. I still wear flip-flops, but I always call myself California country because there's just something about being a California girl, born and raised, that really kind of never leaves you. But at the same time, I love being able to go back and just vacation there and see family and friends. It's definitely, I can appreciate it a lot more. Granted, we were very, very blessed when we lived there, and we were able to, my husband and I both had our own business. And so we were able to really take advantage of all of the wonderful things that Southern California had to offer. We were at the beach all the time. We were at the zoo all the time. We went to Disney World or Disneyland all the time. You know, went hiking up the mountains. Like, we were very blessed, and we did take advantage of it. I mean, we would hang out at the beach all the time, just go to, you know, some little cafe and sit there and hang out and talk and, you know, just watch people and stuff. So we were very blessed to be able to take advantage of that. But I don't think that's the case for a lot of people. But at the same time, now just to be able to go back and vacation there, it's the right fit for us. And this is where we need to be right now. So that's kind of what started my journey with this YouTube channel, was just wanting to share with people that, you know, the essential oils. And then as we kept going, I started sharing about homeschooling and just about some of the things that, you know, we enjoy doing. I love finding a good deal. I love discount stores and finding, you know, good deals and stuff like that and sharing them with you guys. And I kind of feel like it's just like I'm sitting back with my friends and I'm talking to them over, you know, a cup of coffee and tea. And if you know me personally and are, you know, watching this, you know that if you come to my house, there's always a cup of tea or coffee waiting and a good conversation, because I love hanging out and just, you know, being able to just chat with my friends. And so we're a very social family. We have people over probably 3 or 4 nights a week at least, and just, you know, enjoy that social part of it. So that's kind of what got me started on this YouTube channel, just wanting to kind of connect with people, because, you know, even if I live in the country, doesn't mean I can't connect still. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you guys have any questions, I know there's not a lot on you on here, but if you do have questions for me, yes, this is live right now, but you can always comment below and I will try to get to those and answer them. I'd love to do a Q&A sometime, maybe just, you know, do a Q&A where you guys can hop on, and if you have some questions, you can put them down below and I can answer them and kind of let you know, you know, a little bit more about whatever. Like I said, we talk a lot about essential oils. We talk a lot about homeschooling. And I'm actually going to be expanding that a lot more. We're going to be doing homeschool videos every Sunday. We're going to be doing what I call Farm Day Fridays starting in May, I think I have them scheduled. Kind of talking about, you know, our experience with starting out raising backyard chickens and fostering dogs and just some of the things that we are passionate about. I used to volunteer at a horse rescue, and I wish I would have been doing YouTube back then, because there were so amazing stories there to share, but we just don't have time anymore. So maybe when the seasons change and when the kids get a little bit older, but they were kind of at a spot where they were just tired of kind of hanging out when I was working with the horses and stuff, and they weren't old enough to really do it themselves. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we do now. And then, like I said, just kind of sharing some of life, you know, just the fun things that we find, or, you know, the good deals. And I love sharing about our Disneyland trips. We go to Disneyland at least 3 times a year. We used to stay in the same hotel for, gosh, over 10 years, and over time it kind of started letting us down. And so, you know, that's been a big part of our Disneyland trip, is trying new hotels and sharing some of those with you, as well as some tips and some ideas traveling with kids. The first time my son went, he was 3 weeks old, and the first time my daughter went, she was 3 months old. So we have been big Disney fans even pre-kids. Like, my husband and I had annual passes before that. So you know, we've always enjoyed that. So I love sharing those tips with you. I would say that we are pretty big, you know, Disneyland experts or pros at this point. But yeah, just, you know, sharing all these great fun times and stories with you guys is really what has driven me to do this channel, because I find so much joy in you guys commenting back and you guys sharing and your guys' thoughts and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And if you've ever commented back, you know that, or commented, you know, I comment back, and I always love to interact with you guys. So that's just a little bit about me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have questions, I was trying to think of some things I could answer. I am, let's see, I already told you guys I'm married. I have 2 kids. I am 41 years old. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I will be 42 at the end of November. My birthday is November 28th. And I am excited to be at this age in this season in my life. We never really thought like that far ahead. My husband and I will be celebrating our 20-year anniversary here at the end of October. So there's a lot of big milestones that are happening. Let's see, what else is there? Trying to think of some fun things. One of my weird, interesting quirks is, I guess you could kind of call it a quirk, is I hate my food to touch. Like, you know those trays that you got in school that had all the little compartments? That's my dream plate, because when I eat, my foods can't touch. Like, that drives me crazy. But it's a good thing, because on Thanksgiving, I can't eat a lot because I have to take a little tiny bit of each one to make sure they don't tip or touch each other. So I guess it's a pro and a con, but it's definitely an interesting quirk. Yeah, that's about a... Okay, so other than YouTube, you know what? I do share mainly through YouTube. That for me has been my best avenue as far as sharing. Obviously, I also share through personal testimonies with families and friends and stuff. I do share on YouTube, or not on YouTube. That's what I am right now. I do share on my Facebook page, and I do share on Instagram. That being said, I am not very good at keeping an Instagram account up. So I know I could be better there, but I do share on my Facebook personal, account a lot. Our team kind of has a little rule, either 5 to 7, like you want to do 5 to 7 personal posts to every one oily post, just because I hate to overflood like my Facebook feed with all oily stuff. There's times when there's like a big special going on or a promo or something, and I will, if it's 3 days long, I'm going to post every single day about it. But generally speaking, that's kind of where I do it. I share, like I said, mainly with people because I am a very social person. I do that. I did recently just start doing the farmer's market, our local farmer's market, having a table set up there, a booth set up there, and sharing with people that way. I personally, I'm always up for trying anything new. I think in-home classes is a great way to do it. If you can, if you have a friend who is excited about them and you want to, hey, I'll host it in my house. I'll provide everything. You invite your friends or have it at their house, whatever it is. I think home classes is a great way to share as well. Just because you give that personal touch. For myself and our team, we're passionate about educating and making sure that people know how to use the oils properly and safely. So education to me is key. Like when I do my farmer's market, I actually don't sell anything at the farmer's market. I only will talk to them about, here's my son, this is my little 8-year-old. I will only talk to them about the oils and how they can purchase a kit, but I don't, one of our puppies, I don't actually sell anything there because I always worry somebody's going to go home and use thieves, because everybody wants thieves, apply it directly to their skin. And that, that can be a pretty hot oil for some people. So that's my personal choice. I do have a kit there. So if somebody wants to sign up, they can sign up and they can, get a kit. But if they do that, then they will be included into our personal Facebook group and they'll get all that kind of support so they know how to use the oils properly, as well as when they get a kit, I also include, a little starter guide. So that's, like I said, personally how I do it. I'm not a very salesy person, so I have not sold any kits from the farmer's market, but I have made quite a few connections. Yeah, definitely. No problem. Yeah. I always say I'm in for the long haul. So with me, I'm a very slow seller because I really make a point of building a foundation and a friendship before selling a kit. So it's kind of hard when I do sell through through YouTube. That's the way to do it. Don't be salesy, because I feel like there's so many people being salesy on social media that really being salesy isn't it. I mean, if you notice, most of my videos are educational. They're not about selling it. I don't even get on and usually talk about the promos when they have promos on YouTube, because I just don't, I don't know. I'm really more about educating. So my YouTube channel, sometimes people will see all my videos and be like, oh my gosh, I've learned so much from you and I really want to start oils. So can I sign up under you? And that's usually what happens, is because they see how passionate I am about these oils and how I really love educating. Oh, thank you. So that's kind of what has, drawn people that way. But again, it's more, sorry, dogs are barking. It's more about, can you go stop her? It's more about, taking the time to educate people. And then when they see the education and they see the passion, then they want to sign up. and that being said, I've had friends that watched me post for 4 or 5 years. Best friends, 2 of my best friends, my closest friends that I've known for the longest time, both of them signed up it's about a year ago. And they watched me post for 4 years. They didn't really comment. They didn't really say anything. And now they actually, one of them has a YouTube channel herself, and the other one just uses them. So you never know. Just be consistent is a big thing. Being consistent with posting and sharing, and make sure that you are the product. That's the other thing. Like when you go out, like make sure you have oils with you. Make sure you're wearing oils. When you're spraying down that shopping cart, you know, we use that thieves spray at Disneyland, and I can't tell you how many people ask us about it. I would love to be able to just be like, oh, here, take a bottle, like, you know, but it can be a little bit pricey. But a lot of times I offer to spray down their hands at least with it. I'm like, do you want some? It's just like totally natural. It's just like essential oils, you know, it's like, you know, just spray some on there. And so we'll sometimes spray down their hands. And then if anything, I'll give them like a business card. But yeah. Yeah, see, that's just it. It's that consistency is really the key, and just letting people know this isn't some trendy fad, because I feel like there's a lot of trendy people that use oils because it's trendy versus actually the education and the real reason, like, you know, like really seeing what essential oils can do for them, because they're amazing. And Young Living has so many products. That's what's so amazing, is it's not just essential oils. What are you doing, Diggy? It's not just essential oils. This is our foster failure. He was our last foster pup. And we adopted out his sister to our best friend, but he stayed with us. And we have 2 foster puppies right now. Kavik, your HUD's blocking. Kavik and Star, but they are actually at the vet. We get Kavik back tomorrow because she had parvo. They both have parvo. So, but yeah, it's so nice with Young Living because they have so many, sorry, I'm such a squirrel. They have so many products that you can really just use it everywhere in your home. You know, the makeup, use the lotions everywhere. And honestly, like when people walk in my house is an advertisement for Young Living. Like the soaps are at every counter. I have the little pedestal by my sink with all the thieves cleaning and, you know, kitchen products and dishwasher soap. So, it's really, yeah, just being the product and using the product and sharing with them. So I hope that helped you with some ideas and stuff. Make sure when you're posting that you share a story